but he just didn't understand
Got it.
the strat. Every opening has a key square. Every opening has a theme, you know, and he just didn't. He didn't know the opening. After the game, I explained it to him. I said, "You can't allow that." I said, because the one time where Bobby Fischer was black and Petrosian tried it against him, Fischer pushed his pawn. What Fischer did in his game against Petrosian is he put a pawn there very early in the game, so that square was gone. Petrosian never had, and then Fischer eventually won in the end game.
Okay. And what if the black castles on the other side? Then I think the strategy won't work, right? Or
Now I don't know if I mentioned this. I think you asked a similar question last week, and I said, you know, it's just like when you're driving a car.
okay.
You know, when the traffic pattern changes, you have to change your plan. Maybe my plan is to step on the gas, but suddenly the guy in front of me stops. I better change plans very quickly, or otherwise I'm going to be in hospital or dead, you know?
Yeah.
So, as the position changes, on every single change in the position, you have to ask yourself, do I have to change plans? Or maybe my plan is even better because he made a mistake. Maybe now I should think about changing plans. And that's the difficult part in chess is judgment. You have to constantly judge, and you have very little time to do it because the clock is ticking, and you can't figure it all out in your head, all the tactics. So you just have to rely on good judgment, just like when you're driving. Just like that, you have to make a snap decision. Do I turn to the right, to the left, stop, go? And every change in the position, sure, if he had castle queenside, that's a different game. Yeah, because now my bishop isn't attacking his king. I'm trying to think in the Fischer game. I think Fischer did castle kingside as black, but he took away that square very, very early. Like as early as move 3 or 4, he put a pawn there, which is very unusual. Usually you don't put a pawn on that square, but he understood, having played it from the white side, and he knew how important that square was. Now when somebody tried it against him, he immediately took that square away, and then eventually he won a very difficult endgame. It wasn't like that's winning for black, but he neutralized that strategy, and then he outplayed his opponent later on in the endgame. All right, so anybody else have a question? Or do you guys want to start playing now, or what? Yeah, okay, let's get, well, what did we used this table last time for the game, or?